Alright, finally making a rant. Finally talking about this. Okay. I got fucking sick. I've been sick for one whole month. More than a whole month. God fucking damn it. Okay, what happened? Basically, at this point, maybe 3 months ago, I had a pretty important presentation to make for class. Online class because the earth fucking quaked. Whatever. Then I had to study for finals. Then I had to do my finals. Then I had to get my ass on a fucking plane and then go to camp for 2 months. That's where I've been. And at camp, there were some really gross kids. There were some pretty nasty kids. They were making bead animals, right? They loved geckos. One of the kids really loved geckos. This is my theory. They made geckos. One of these kids threw them in the air, always constantly dropped it, then put it in his mouth. Constantly. Disgusting. Never washing any hands or anything. And then, obviously, coughed on each other because they're gross kids. And my theory is that I got sick by that. But anyway, I had to do a presentation. I had to prepare a homework. I had to do that homework. I had to present that homework in front of the class. I had to make a presentation. Then I had to study for my finals. Then I had to pack up and fucking leave. All the way to America. Which was surreal. Was amazing. Was like, man, that was incredible. I've been in a shithole for 10 years. I've been here for 10 years. More than 10 years. Frankly, like 2, maybe 3 years ago or something, I hit a milestone where like half of my life, more than half of my life has been here. And so I've mostly lived in this place, which I'm refraining from saying it because, government ain't that nice and all. But honestly, I should probably get onto it. It's not that hard to find out where I'm talking about. But whatever. I'll deal with that later. But yeah, I hit a milestone a few years ago where most of my life has been in this country. And that really fucking sucked. That sucked as hell. Sucked like hell. And I haven't been back to America for more than 10 years. It was surreal. I couldn't get a direct flight. I went through Germany, then to America. And it was incredible. People gradually got more polite. They got nicer. Of course, like people, I mean, like most of the people I'm talking about are like the receptionists or whatever you'd call them, like the flight attendants and the people at the actual gates. But also just shopkeepers, storekeepers, the other passengers actually waiting. They were actually like more well mannered. They were nicer too. And then, like, that slowly got better. Then finally, I got off of the plane in America. Fucking hell, man, it was humid as fuck, but whatever. I got off the plane, and I'm on American soil. That's crazy. That's insane. Oh, yeah, sorry for the lack of videos. I spent 2 months there, and I'm thinking about it now. Like the past summers I've spent in my life, I'm thinking about how those have been, how those have gone. And it's kind of insane to me how lacking they were. How absolutely nothing there was in them. And this summer has been just so full. So full. So like so nice, so positive. There are also a lot of negatives too. Like every single week, we went to like kind of do an event. Like we all had something. We all had a thing to do during the weekend, which was nice. One of the things though was a boat ride through through a small creek, a river. Yeah. Um. uh, in case anyone out there thinks that putting their phone in a Ziploc bag is good enough protection. I'll tell you that's a no, and that led to quite a lot of heartache. But you know, whatever. You live and you learn, I suppose. Yeah, there was just a lot to deal with, and I'm thinking about how full this summer has been compared to other summers, and just full, not only full with activities, right, but full with such amazing people too. I met so many people and interacted with so many people. So I had this kind of mindset too that like, oh, you know, worst thing happens, I can just like not care about it. Like at most it's gonna be 2 months, then I'll like ghost everyone or whatever. I was thinking about that too. So that kind of led to me kind of being more open and honest with things. That kind of led to an interesting dynamic between me and people where like I was opening more than I normally would, and in turn they would open up to me as well, which kind of which I don't know. I've never had that. Never had like experiences like this. It was crazy. 2 months filled up, and 2 months doing this job and then coming back immediately after. It kind of sucked too, but just generally leaving the people there. Like I said, it was really, they were really nice people there. My coworkers and stuff, they were really nice people, and like the way I kind of interacted with them and they interacted in turn, that kind of supercharged like our relationships. And in 2 months I've had these deeper connections with people that I've had with people for years, fucking a decade even, with like a few people. And it's incredible. Like I cannot relate with anyone that I live here too. You one of my fondest memories is, it's incredible. We had this lakeside, right? And on the lakeside there will always be ducks in the morning, or like seagulls and stuff. And one of my fondest memories is one of my coworkers just going, "Look at all those chickens," from that meme. Just spontaneously, randomly. I don't get that here where I live. I relate to nobody here. They don't relate to me either. I just don't really have friends here, I guess. And it was like really incredible to be with people that like I had commonality with. That like I have commonality with. And it sucks not being with them anymore too. And it hurt just like saying goodbye to everyone. And like I said, when I was leaving the country I'm in right now, when I was leaving this place right now, it gradually got better. When I was leaving America, it was the complete opposite, like going full circle, full circle. It gradually got worse, and it sucked, man. I grew a lot over these past 2 months. I've lived and learned a lot. I've changed. I had different perspectives and ideas on a lot of things. Like working at a camp, right? Dealing with kids. Something I thought about was that, you know those like class experience you get in high school or whatever, like you look after a plant or an egg or like a bag of flour or something, and it's supposed to teach you about childcare, right? It's like that, but actually in practice. Like you're at lunch or dinner, or fuck it, bro, you're in any meal, and you actually have to care about them. You serve them first before you serve yourself, etc. And they're being annoying little gremlins and not listening to you. You have to repeat yourself again and again. You like learn patience with that. But it's like it grad when I was leaving America, when I was coming back, it gradually got worse, and that sucked. That really sucked. I get back, and it's like immediately the same problem. It's like immediately the same problems I was facing before, and like when I was there, I was thinking, you know, I've changed so much. Like things are going to be different. But then like I finally touched down. I finally like am greeted by my mother like picking me up because after like traveling for 24 hours plus, I also have a car ride too. So I get back, I touch down, and immediately the same like annoyances and like problems I was facing before, and it felt like nothing was ever going to change. That sucked so hard. That sucked so hard. It felt kind of like futile, kind of like kind of futile. And yeah, it was quite difficult to actually like make this video too. One, I've been sick. Like I said, I've been sick for a whole more than a whole month. I'm really sure those kids made me sick, but whatever. It's quite possible that it's my stupidity too. You know, maybe had hot nights and also cold mornings, so that might have led to some mistakes on my part. But whatever. Other than that, last few days I got insanely sick, and I don't want to get into that because it's gross. But I got insanely sick. Yeah, I just got back not so long ago, and I kind of like immediately wanted to get back into making videos because like I missed it. I missed it. This is like my heart, my like passion. This is what I love doing, and it did hurt not being able to do it for 2 whole months. So I wanted to immediately get back into it once I got back, but like it was hard because I've still been sick and I'm only like recently getting better now that I have some free healthcare, I guess. But yeah, I just wanted to make this rant video. I just I just couldn't like uh continue as if nothing happened. I also felt like I need to give an update onto what happened. Like I couldn't tell you guys, "Oh, hey guys, I'm going to leave for 2 months. I'm sorry, whatever." Uh because like I said, had to do a project, have to do finals and immediately got on a plane. Didn't have time at the time. So, yeah, like I did with the previous video, probably going to bury this video on top of other videos. I haven't been able to record things, but I did have recordings I couldn't finish before leaving because I was so busy, and I was editing them while I was waiting to get better. So yeah, one of them is done, and I'll be uploading that soon. I can upload that on top of this. So yeah. Thank you for listening. Most this has mostly been for all of this kind of for myself, but you know, video diary, I guess. Thank you for watching, and you can always check out that one. Should be on the top right, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.